I read Atomic Habits like everyone else. I highlight it. I underlined it. I felt inspired, and then, nothing actually changed. I woke up with the same routines, worked the same way, felt the same mental exhaustion, and wondered why I wasn't making real progress. On paper, I understood habits. In real life, I wasn't living them. Here's what most people miss about Atomic Habits. Every morning, before checking my phone, I wrote one sentence in a notebook. Not a long journal, not a perfect plan. Just one honest line. Some days it was messy. Some days it was clear. Some days it was just, I feel tired today. At first, it felt pointless. But after 2 weeks, something subtle began to shift. My mind felt less crowded. My thoughts were clearer. And I stopped moving through life on autopilot. The second thing that changed was my relationship with time. I kept my phone next to my bed. So I checked it first thing. None of this was dramatic. All of it mattered. And here's the part people rarely talk about. You don't suddenly become hyper-focused. You just feel less mentally overwhelmed. Real change sneaks up on you quietly. The fourth thing I learned was this: you don't need to be perfect to make progress. Some mornings I forgot to write. Some days I skipped my walk. Some evenings I stayed on my phone too long. And that was okay. The goal wasn't perfection. It was returning. Missing once is human. Quitting twice is the real risk. So instead of punishing myself, I simply started again the next day. That mindset changed everything. Then came the biggest realization of all. Habits don't just change what you do, they change how you feel about yourself. Over time, I felt more trustworthy, more steady, more in control of my days. Not because I became super productive, but because I became more intentional. Here's what I want you to take from this. You don't need a perfect system. You don't need to overhaul your life. You don't need to read more books. You need one small habit that fits your real day. Something so simple you can't excuse your way out of it. Maybe it's writing one line. Maybe it's a 2-minute walk. Pick one. Do it daily. Don't overthink it. That's how habits actually work, and that's how Atomic Habits becomes real life, not just theory. Here's something important most people never notice. And that quiet shift is exactly how real change happens. I also realized that most of my burnout wasn't about doing too much, it was about thinking too much. My mind was always open, always scanning, always planning. Even when my body rested, my brain didn't. The small habit of writing one line each morning became a mental closing ritual. It helped my mind feel complete before the day began. And when your mind feels complete, stress naturally drops. Then something else changed. Because I felt calmer, I made better decisions. Because I made better decisions, my days felt lighter. Because my days felt lighter, I stopped needing constant distraction. That's when I understood the deeper power of habits. They don't just change your behavior, they change your mental state. Not through pressure, through consistency. Not through intensity, through intention. Over time, I stopped chasing big breakthroughs and started trusting small steps. I stopped asking, how can I fix everything at once? And started asking, what's one gentle action I can take today? That question changed more than any productivity system ever did. Then I noticed a pattern that surprised me. Whenever I skipped my habit, my day felt heavier, even if nothing objectively changed. And whenever I did it, my day felt smoother, even if I wasn't more productive. That told me something powerful. Habits don't just help you get things done, they help you feel okay inside your own life. And that matters far more than people admit. Another lesson came slowly. Most self-help advice tells you to be disciplined, but discipline is exhausting when it's forced. What actually works is creating ease. I didn't make my habit harder, I made it easier. Notebook next to my bed, pen already open, no thinking required. The simpler I made it, the more consistent I became. This is what people miss about Atomic Habits. It's not about willpower, it's about reducing friction. If a habit is hard to start, you won't keep it. If a habit is effortless to begin, you'll almost always follow through. Then something deeper shifted inside me. I stopped seeing habits as rules and started seeing them as support. They weren't things I had to do. On chaotic days, my habit gave me structure. And that consistency quietly rebuilt my confidence. Not confidence in being perfect, confidence in being reliable with myself. That's when real change began to show up, not as a dramatic transformation, but as quiet stability. I wasn't chasing motivation anymore. I was building trust with myself. And that trust became my strongest tool. Here's the most important insight from all of this. You don't need a better system, you need a kinder one. You don't need more discipline, you need less pressure. You don't need to change everything, you need to start with one small thing. One habit you can keep even on your worst days. Start tiny, stay consistent, let momentum build slowly. Because real progress is not loud, it doesn't announce itself. It grows quietly beneath the surface. Like seeds in soil, like water shaping stone. Like small habits shaping a life, calmer, clearer, more intentional. Not because you forced yourself to change, but because you created space for growth. That's how Atomic Habits becomes real life, not just theory. And that's how small actions can truly change everything. If you want more calm, clarity, and simple systems that actually work in real life, you lines find our free daily habit tracker in the description, and more thoughtful tips like this here on the channel.